Yeah. That was that good old Kim.
And you know,
Did he
she
got
had
some
me
new
hyped.
music?
Who? Kim?
He got some new music coming out.
I got the albums on his, but you know my computers is just being.
I know that. I liked it. And this is somebody had
So
turned
you
me
just
on.
gonna start playing something else?
Girl, let me
Who
tell
that
you.
is?
This same Kim.
Kim?
Mm,
I'm not a big fan of him.
really?
I'm really not a big fan of him.
Well, somebody had turned me on to him. When I used to work at this hair salon,
Mm-hmm.
every morning when we go in there, they'll be playing him, and I just learned to like listening to his music. It's kind of like relaxing.
Is it?
Yeah, because you kept saying you
I
want to
be
come
relaxed
talk.
too much and go to sleep. Cause you had me
Yeah,
hyped when
I
you
know when
played
I
the
play
one.
celebration.
Yeah,
I
I
know,
had hyped up, and
and
then you was
see,
like, "Let me play
mm-hmm,
one more," cause we
yeah,
was talking,
and then I played,
and she
yeah.
got in her little feelings a
Yeah,
little bit.
yes, because girl, I was about to see him find asleep because I think that's what Kim and what's the other
You
baby
know,
name? What's
who?
that other baby name I played before him?
Uh,
K John.
huh.
Yeah. See them to go to sleep after you clean up
You
your
for to
good old
get booty a
house.
little bit. You
Nah,
get a
I'm
little
going to
booty.
sleep. I don't want to
You can
get
get
booty on
you can
them.
get a little slow stroke in on that one.
Nah, I'm gonna get booty on Janet Jackson.
I mean,
Ooh, baby.
I don't have to have I don't have to have no music. I don't have to have no music. I prefer it to be silent.
No, if I have
Cause
some
I want to
slow
hear the
music,
noise you making.
nah, if I do some slow music, I'm gonna do a dance tease for you first.
You gonna do a strip?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a dance tease.
You
Yeah,
gonna strip it back?
yeah, that's how I do because I
See,
be
I don't
feeling
need
like I
all
can
that.
dance and stuff.
That's just like fun stuff to me.
Really?
That's just like fun stuff. Just
All right.
come booty ball buck.
No, I'm gonna
I
do
just like
dance
just
for
walk
you.
in the room booty ball buck naked.
Throw rather panties and then throw them on your head.
And then throw them on the head.
Yeah,
And make them smell them and stuff.
yeah, and then
You like them smell your
and
drawers and stuff.
twerk
You
and
like
stuff.
get your drawers smell.
And nasty girl, whatever.
Some people like to smell drawers. The droughts gotta smell a certain way for them to get turned on and stuff. Some people like smelling droughts.
Piss.
I mean, now piss.
See, you gonna have me down if I start laughing. I ain't gonna be able to stop.
Look, I prefer piss smell in the droughts over any other smell.
I know, right? Then
piss just means that's just you pissing. That's it. That's natural. Pissy smell. Piss with a little ammonia, maybe, because you got a little strong piss. You know, that's normal. That's a normal pissy patty smell.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Now y'all have musty booty, everything smelling, y'all. We just trying to kick y'all drawers in the wash. We don't even want to pick them up to wash.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I would think you would prefer, because that ain't nothing but a little pee-pee. A little pee-pee smell ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
That's a
little waters. That's just little waters.
Y'all get that anyway when y'all eating a little cooter cat.
Oh Lord, I can't today.
Little cooter cat, when y'all eat a little cooter cat and they skeet a little bit, a little piss. That's a little piss skeet. When it's just a little baby skeet, that's piss.
Well, I hope it's I hope it has some pineapple flavors or something. Cause
I mean, if they're eating their pineapples like that, it make it a little.
I don't
flavor.
believe that no fruit come through the penis. I just don't
they just make it a little. It make it a little.
Oh boy, I think
tastier,
people be making.
I guess I don't know.
I think people be making up stuff. This is how we start the new year. Y'all already know how we do it.
Well, you drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract and stuff like
sure
that, so that help keep it cleansed out. So if you eating, asparagus and stuff,
mm-hmm.
you got
now. I wonder what
flavors.
Asparagus come through your urine like. Is it foul odor or strong?
I heard it just ain't right. I just hear I like asparagus, but I
do too.
I don't eat it often. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I only eat it. Well, I only was eating it when I was going to Sawgrass.
I mean, I cook it I cook it at
well,
home.
I don't know how to cook it.
Just saute it a little bit.
Really, I don't. I can't.
With some garlic.
We tried it. ST
tried it. I like fresh garlic.
Oh, okay, yeah, we keep the fresh garlic. ST tried it, but it didn't come out right. it didn't come out right.
Some people char it, which I don't like charred asparagus. But
really,
they char it.
I wonder how, because Sawgrass cook it and they bread it and it is so good, but they stopped cooking it because I don't know how you take good stuff off the menu.
Good at what was that? Oh, fried green beans.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Them go hard.
Them fried green beans go hard in the paint. I had forgot we had even ate them.
Mm-hmm.
But see, Sawgrass had this Alaskan salmon, and
Uh-oh.
they had the asparagus breaded, right?
Uh-huh.
So we go to Sawgrass and they say they took it off the menu. Now it's just salmon. They still serve salmon. Now why they took that particular dish off the menu, I don't know. They say it's because they was putting like a sauce on top, which I think it had something to do with crawfish and shrimp.
Uh-huh.
And I guess they ran out of crawfish and shrimp seasoning, however they was making. So they say they weren't gonna do that no more. Now I was confused. Like I don't understand. And then one day we went to asparagus was big. The next day we went to asparagus was small. Now when I say next day, that's how much we go to Sawgrass. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But my thing is, I didn't know now different. But needless to say, they not doing none of that no more. So when I go to Sawgrass, I kind of be a little upset because they took my favorite dish away. But I really go there for the yams. Do y'all know a place? You know what? Somebody need to invent because yesterday, I had cooked. Okay, so ST cooked, TK cooked, and we all cooked as a family this weekend.
Did y'all have chitterlings?
No, we didn't have chillings. We did Sunday. So what we basically did, we did some turkey necks. XT took cooked the turkey necks, and then he did some beans. He did some bread beans.
Uh-huh.
And then TK cooked the green beans. And because he had a special thing he wanted to do to the green beans, he really did. And they was off the dang on chart.
Uh-huh.
The little boy would keep telling me, Mama, you need to teach me how to cook. So I really been letting him season. I've been really letting him do it by himself.
Uh-huh.
And then I did baked yams and I did the rice. Okay. And TK did the cornbread. Okay, so
He put sugar in it.
and he put a little sugar in it. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, he really be cooking.
Uh-huh.
I ain't tried his cornbread because I'm really not big on cornbread or
I'm not big
whatever.
on cornbread unless it's a little, and still I'm just gonna eat a little piece of it.
Really, yeah. I
Yeah.
can't. I'm like they eat cornbread every time we cook, so I'm not a cornbread person like that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so yesterday, this is what I discovered that I think people should do. Now, all I wanted was some more yams.
Uh-huh.
And I was sitting trying to think like what place I could just pull up and just give me a bowl of yams to go. And it's nowhere. I couldn't think of nowhere. And then some say, well, go to a soul food restaurant. But can you just go through a drive-through soul food restaurant and get a bowl of yams, a large thing of yams, and go about your business? Where in the hell is that at?
But I don't know where you can drive through one.
That's what I know. I don't want to walk in there because then that's going to tempt you to get some other kind of stuff.
You know what I really been wanting?
What?
Some dressing.
Some dressing. I made that in Dallas for when we was in Dallas.
I ain't had no dressing.
Yeah, I made that in Dallas. It came out pretty good. They liked it. I feel like something was missing. It don't taste like my mama's. That's for sure. I don't know what was missing. So after I called
you put
her,
a gizzard in there?
No, I ain't do no gizzards. I ain't do no meat. I just did a regular dressing.
Okay.
But I called my mama and I was like, Mama, something was missing in there. And then she gonna tell me one ingredient. I was like, Mama, why you didn't tell me that? When I was making it talking to you on the phone. Girl, I don't know. That's one thing about them mamas.
Cause I was saying I was gonna make me one at home.
And see, they just don't they be talking about they do a little dash of this and dash. They ain't lying because you be trying to get recipes from them and they always talking about this in their head.
What's that? They put something in there. What's that? Sage?
Yeah, you put a little sage, you put a little poultry season.
And poultry season.
But you can't do too much sage because if you do too much sage, it's gonna mess it up.
It's too strong.
Yeah, but she told me how to do it's like a pinch of sage, really.
Yeah.
It's literally truly a pinch too.
Yeah.
But poultry season, you can go to town with that. Okay. And then you do your chicken broth, and then you get your cornbread. And you do your little egg, but you scramble scramble your little egg up. Don't just put crack the little thing and put it in there. You got to make sure that's all scrambled.
Oh, so you whip it.
You whip it, then you do your breadcrumbs.
And your breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
With your cornbread.
With your cornbread. And then you do and then I'll do a little stuffing too, because it got a little seasoning in it. The little breadcrumb stuffing.
Like the
and it come in a bag.
Oh,
okay. Not toaster. It's a seasoned stuffing. I put just a little bit in there because you already got your breadcrumbs. And then I do cream of chicken. And people probably don't do this, but I do it because that's what I do. I do a cream mushroom too.
A cream mushroom in there.
And then the missing ingredient that Mama told me that was missing.
No, you ain't got to tell
She say, no, I'm going to tell you. It ain't a big deal. She say she put a little oil with her broth.
A little
So she
oil.
cook up broth, and then you saute your onion and your green pepper, and then you lit that bowl with your broth, and then she put up a little oil in there, and that give you that little oily substance. Okay, I
Vegetable or
just a little vegetable oil, but see, I didn't know that. See, because I told her something was missing. Then Janita, my stepdaughter, said, I'm baking, I'm doing the dressing.
so you heat up your chicken broth.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah.
boil it with
I
your.
boil it. I saute my stuff,
Mhm.
and then I put all it in there, and
Mhm.
then I boil it a little bit, and then I mama say put a little oil in there, and then pour it in there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Then plus you put your black pepper, your black powder, your black pepper, and put your little salt.
Mhm.
You need a little salt in there because you don't want to taste straight just like bread. But you put your little salt or whatever. And I use onion powder and garlic powder. That's it.
Mhm.
I don't use no Tony Satchel. I don't do all that in there. I don't know if people do that, but I don't do all
You
that.
don't put a little sea salt.
No, 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 no.
I feel like you don't need all that because
No,
you
you
got
don't
your
need because
onion, your green
you
pepper,
got
you
all that.
got your
Yeah.
chicken broth, all that seasoned already.
And see, if you was to cook a chicken and bake and put the chicken in there, then you
Cause I
won't
was thinking
need no
about,
oil.
I was
If you
thinking about
bake your
baking me
chicken,
some chicken and put the dressing around and just let it
okay,
bake
if you do
all in
that,
there.
then you don't need no oil. You don't need the oil
Cause
in
you're getting
there
the oil from
because
the
you're getting
chicken.
the oil from the chicken. See, I
I was
didn't
thinking
have
about,
no meat in mine. Yeah.
I might give me a chicken and
But that's exactly how dressing is made. Now, if anybody else got some tips on the dressing, that's fine. Y'all can share it with Nancy girl because she's craving dressing. And yeah, so that
I'll be trying to put nothing in that dressing and have me like fall in love with y'all and stuff. I know I'm,
hmm
kind of cute.
yeah, but see
I
that's
found out I'm kind of cute.
but they liked it. They loved the dressing. Everybody liked it. I just feel like I wanted to taste like my mamas and my sisters. Like
Mhm.
I think they ain't telling me something. It ain't taste like that. But then when my stepdaughter did
Mhm.
her bud, I say it. Mama say
You
it
put a
stay in
little
the
sugar
oven.
in it.
Oh no 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 no! I don't
Oh,
like
you
no
put
sweet. Some
no,
people
not
know.
sweet.
Some
Just
people
like a
put
little,
Jiffrey.
just a little tinge in there.
No, I don't want no sweet cornbread.
Uh-uh.
It's
You
savory.
don't.
It's
It don't
savory.
make it sweet.
It's
That's
savory.
probably what's the missing
Oh
ingredient.
no, and I feel like I'm getting sick. No, no, no. It's savory.
But I mean, but look, when you find
But
out,
you make your
but what if your
giblet
mom?
gravy. No,
I
no.
don't eat that giblet gravy.
But see, but you make a gravy. Hey, girl, why I can't make no gravy no more? Girl, I was trying my hard to make the gravy. Girl, the gravy one came out. I think it was my baby
I
skillet.
made me some turkey meatballs and gravy the other day.
I think it was my baby skillet. Cause girl, I'd say I know when you making your gravy, you put a little
I
flour in
like to
there and
use
you
that.
put a little
I
oil.
like that cast iron skillet.
That's the only way I think it worked. Cause she had that little fancy thing. Girl, it was not
It worked
working.
in there, but it worked better in a cast
It
iron
does,
skillet.
cause that's how I always make my gravy. Girl, I ain't never had this little fancy stuff that did with the no stick thing. Girl,
Mm-hmm.
that was not working for me. Girl, it just went brown
Because
my flour.
cause you want to get that
The brownness of the flour.
uh-huh.
And you got to get the bubbles and the sizzle, girl. None of that was happening in that dang skill. I said, babe, I can't do this. My nerves got bad. I tried it 3 times. I was done. I said, y'all won't have no gravy for this dressing. But then it needs to say they like the gravy because she kept going to the store and forget something. I'm like, the store closed on Christmas, so you can't. I said, you gotta make sure you get everything. And then the whole week was down there. I think she didn't want us to have no syrup. I said, you got pancakes in here. Can you please remember to get some syrup? The girl wanted some ranch dressing so bad for her little wings she had done made.
Mm-hmm.
So she forgot the syrup. She's like, girl, I forgot the syrup. I said, girl, it just ain't meant for us to eat no pancakes.
That's why I buy the economy size
Syrup.
from Sam.
Girl, that's why I got 3 bottles in my cabinet. You would not run out of syrup. You
You
come
know
out.
what kind of syrup you like?
I Blackburn.
Blackbird. You said that.
Blackburn, yeah.
Have
And
you
then
ever had Vermont made?
uh-uh.
Oh, that's some good syrup. It's hard to find that though.
Really?
Oh, that's some good
I
syrup.
had to accidentally get some Buttersworth.
Miss Butterworth.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, she all
Yeah,
right.
she all
Good.
right.
Guess,
Well, we do what is Olin Milling now? Milling Company. It was Aunt Jemima, but it ain't Aunt
yeah,
Jemima no more.
yeah, I ain't like her neither.
She all right.
But girl, let me make me last on my grandbaby, right? So we sleep. Me and ST, we sleep. Girl, the sun came out. We still sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, why is my grandbaby? He 5 years old around the house. I look up. He over there mopping. I say, RJ, what is you doing? They call me. He called me Nan Red. Nan Red, I got to clean up for my mama get back from the store, and y'all need to just get on up. What the hell?
Yeah,
Girl, wait a minute.
Y'all need to
No.
just get on up.
Can you just imagine a 5-year-old round the house is just mopping the floor? Like he don't came over there by me and mopping, talking about, I need for y'all to get y'all stuff up. Cause we on a
Somebody
little air
said,
mattress, right?
uh-huh.
Tell me, I need for y'all to get up and fold this up until for mama get back. But why is you waking me up? Then he goes to the back. TK, it's the sun is out. Get up. He don't woke his uncle up.
Uh-huh.
Girl, he's around there cleaning up the house. 5 years old, y'all. I promise to God, I'm talking about for real cleaning. It's almost like you wake up, you got somebody, they turn the radio on because they getting ready and clean up.
Uh-huh.
He was in that kind of mode. Serious as a heart attack, girl. Had the swipper. Girl, the little swipper, whatever the thing. Girl knew how to take the sheets off and everything. He say, now after I do this and then red, I'm going to go in here and clean up my room once Uncle TK get up. I was like, okay. I hit ST. I'm like, ST, your grandbaby around here clean up the house. I think he wants to get up. He talking about what? I said, get up. He said, yeah, why we? Yeah, this the second time I done went to Dallas and this grandbaby mine don't ordered me around. Now I know I'm gonna be a terrible grandma because you know how you drop your grandkids off to the house and then the parents come and get them and say, y'all just let these kids do whatever they want. I understand it now.
Mm-hmm.
This child, though, last time I was down there, I went to lock the top lock. He gonna tell me, Never, I don't think you want to do that because if you lock the top lock, then my mama won't get in here, and then you might not hear her knocking at the door, and I might be too asleep. What? I'm telling you now, girl, these kids will have you.
Too smart.
They smart like they. I don't know, man, y'all. I knew we was smart because I raised two.
I'm telling you,
but
that
they on a whole
that
nother level.
2-year-old, she know everything, and don't forget. And she, I tell her this DJ Shay. Next time she come, hey DJ Shay, she ain't gonna forget.
Yeah, they did, man.
Tell her, this is my. Oh, I be liking to fight with her. I say, this is my cup. No, this is my cup. She just cried. When told on me, told TT, Nene got my cover. But she is just too smart. She just
yeah. Then we get in that town. My niece calling me. Ain't it? I need for you to come over here and bring Sammy over here to get his stuff. I'm like, well, I was going home. I'm tired. Now I need for you to come over here today. We cleaning up in here and we got to get this stuff out of here. I don't care about your mama take down the tree. Can you just sit there and I feel like coming by there? No, I need you to come get it today. Like, why is this 75-year-old ordering me around? The hell, my butt don't drove all the way down there. And we don't got the stuff. I'm
How
like,
old is she now?
She's 7. But it's just the mere fact I'm listening to them. Like most time when your mama tell you, go if you sit your butt down from wherever you get a whooping. But I'm talking about okay, I'm listening to the church. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, they and they you know they talk about COVID babies, but they really be
baby
talking like they 75 years.
Baby, if
they've been here longer than us.
Baby, if the COVID baby's coming out doing anything this 5 and 7 year old baby, we might as well.
You heard of the new COVID that's
we might as well call it a wrap because baby, if they telling you to get up at 5 years old because they cleaning up the house for their mama, then you already know it. Then my 5 month
generation that's like 5 and under.
No,
maybe I shouldn't say 5, 8 and under.
Yeah, right. They gonna be on a whole other level.
Yeah, they gonna be. This gonna be a good smart generation.
Yeah, because the 5 month,
these ones that's now y'all.
Yeah, because
I don't want y'all running the world.
Yeah, my 5 month baby, they don't send me a video of her. She tell me, just talking, talking already. I'm like, oh my goodness, why is you talking? The babies don't do that at 5 months. Baby, these babies lifting up gonna be walking in 5 months. They ain't waiting to 1 year old and walk.
Talking in full sentences. Like they she ain't. How old is she? She ain't 2 yet. Yeah, she not 2 yet. And be said, I want my milk in this cup.
But that's good. They gonna be ready for the word because right now I don't know what's going on between the I'm gonna say age 20 on up. I don't know what's going on.
No, I'm gonna say
bad.
16 on up.
16. Yeah, because and then I'm finding out that because I was telling I've taken TK. I've been taking him driving, right, teaching him how to drive, and he's doing really, really, really good, right. And I was telling my brother-in-law, I was like, yeah, you teaching the kids how to drive because my niece getting ready to be in the 12th grade. To my now, she ain't never driving. Why she ain't never driving? So she don't want to drive. These kids don't want to drive. I say, well, not TK.
You
See,
know how
TK
many
got a
how
whole
many
nother
how many
agenda though.
kids I know that's between 20 and 25 that don't know how to drive, don't have a driver license.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. But I heard they don't. A lot of them don't want to drive though.
Girl.
Not TK, baby. TK. I think TK had said a
One of the people
comment.
should say it shouldn't be no sugar in the dress.
Yes.
Just a pinch. I ain't
No.
talking about no lot.
No. 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 I'm telling you, it's savory. That's a true savory dish to me. I don't want no sweet because I really don't like when I was coming up. My mom didn't make hot water cornbread. They didn't do Jiffy. I didn't start doing Jiffy cornbread until I got married. I say that's because I was being lazy.
You made your own. You had the
Yeah,
cornmeal,
my
get the
mama didn't make that,
egg,
and it was
yes.
so good and buttery. Like you didn't miss the sugar because the cornbread was so good itself. But it was especially a hot
Is
water
Jiffy
cornbread.
sweet without the adding the sugar?
Yeah, it is already sweet.
Is it?
Yeah, it's already sweet. It's already sweet, but people still add sugar to it. But I don't want no sweet tasting cornbread. But I know some
I
people
add
probably
sugar to
do
the
it.
cornbread, but I didn't have a cornbread taste like it was cake. I was like, this too sweet. A
Uh,
little sweet, yeah, but not a lot of sweet.
no, that's what I'm saying. Some people probably add Jiffy for they, but nah, I don't want no sweet tasting cornbread.
Why we just got quiet all of a sudden on the air like
Because
that?
you know my best friends, they are crazy. That Tiffany
She
ain't
said,
oh girl ain't nothing
she
gonna change.
said they closed a little bit.
Yeah, but what they closed Lubis.
On McGregor, she said they closed down.
Oh yeah, they need girl because they ain't seasoning their food no more.
Oh, they have changed how they do their
Girl,
stuff. It
yeah,
ain't the
girl.
same.
Oh, it ain't girl. It's not good. The
Oh, I
yams
want
used to
some
be
dressing.
good.
Now I want some macaroni and cheese.
But I'm gonna tell you who else. Now I did find
Can
a
you make me some dressing and macaroni and cheese?
but I'm gonna tell you, they do got a good person that makes some dressing, nasty girl.
Who?
The Lubis on Highway 6.
On Highway 6 and
They
what?
dressing is good. And Broadway. I mean not Highway 6. Um over there in Pasadena. 518 before you get to 518, you know you got Broadway.
Yeah,
Then
we
you
got some
518.
from there. It was good.
Yeah, they
we got
dressing
some.
is good.
I done had
Yeah,
that.
I just wanted to try one day and it was really good. Like they probably got the best dressing to me that you buy that's already made out of a little restaurant or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like I think they got these soul food restaurants and stuff, but it's certain dishes that you be want to have like constantly.
You
They
know
don't
who
have.
got good dressing? I think got a good dressing.
Who?
What's that place right there? Oxtail.
Just ourselves. They probably do. They probably
Because you
do.
can order it by the pan. We just ordered the pan.
Oh, okay.
He just mix it up and then you cook it at home.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
His was good.
His good, yeah. Yeah, they said mine was good, but I feel like I only made it twice. I feel like I need to make it a little bit more.
A couple more times.
A couple of more times.
I think I'm gonna go home and start because I don't regularly cook dressing like that.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Because it's too much. It makes too much. Like I used 3 packs of cornmeal.
And that's a lot.
And it made a whole big old pan. Like too much. Too much. Yeah, it was a lot. But they enjoyed it though.
I like dressing with like honey baked ham.
Well, yeah, that's what Mama and them had honey baked ham dressing.
And potato salad.
She did a potato salad. She did yams because my sister was because I wasn't with them. I didn't spend with them, but they was like, and then my sister was like, "Why are you gonna make a potato salad with some with some yams?" She said because anytime I feel like I have ham, I have to have a potato salad.
It do taste
so that's
good.
what my mom. And then they did broccoli cheese rice casserole. And then that's what my baby sister like. Both of them cook different for the different days.
Because I cooked for Thanksgiving, but I barbecued.
Oh, okay.
And I made potato salad. And then mama got dressing from that Lubis. She had got dressing from that Lubis. And she made yams and greens and all that. She's like, I do the sides. But I made the potato salad and the barbecue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, but I know somebody was talking about did you eat your black eyed peas and your cabbage and all that.
Oh,
I
I
don't.
love cabbage.
I
I
can't eat. I
love
can't eat none of that. I miss that. I can't have it no more.
what cabbage?
Mm-mm. But
Why?
I miss it because acid reflux, baby. I don't play.
Ooh, I love
Maybe
me
they
some
don't care what
cabbage.
you do, but I miss that one. And then I ain't eat no black eyed peas. I ain't eat no cabbage. I ain't did that in the last couple of years. I don't do all that. Mm-mm. But I got to have my yams. But that baked yam, that's my first time baking a yam. That came out really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I made my own butter sauce too. For you know how like see you gotta go to Saltgrass. So Saltgrass give you that butter sauce they put on there. Well, I made my own.
With the herbs in it and stuff that they
No,
put on top of your steak.
no, it's not that. It's butter, but it got cinnamon in it and stuff like that. Well, it
Oh,
got
like at
cinnamon and
Texas,
butter for your
like Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse do yam.
No, it ain't yam. It's a
Oh,
butter they use for the bread. Have you ever had the bread and
yeah, the
butter?
bread. That's all you need to do is sit there eat the bread. I already
That's all.
know.
I go in there. I need a dozen. I just go order the
Yeah,
bread and the butter.
yeah, the bread is it's off the track. But what I did was I made my own butter sauce for the yam, so they enjoyed that. That TK is getting big, baby. Because when I tell you he ate, that boy ate. But them, oh Lord, that food was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been excited to cook? Okay, have you ever been knowing what you want to eat, but you was so excited and couldn't wait till again? Sunday was that meal for me. I hadn't felt like that in a long time because I get tired of eating the chicken and I'm so sick of chicken. ST
And
be like,
people
you
be
want to cook
looking at
some
me
chicken? I
crazy
be
because
like,
they be like, "You want some meat?" And I be like, I just want the vegetables."
yeah, because I'm sick of eating chicken. Like I'm really sick of eating chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. And I was thinking about it. Everybody keep talking about well, go vegan. I can't go vegan.
It's not for everybody.
No, you know why I can't go
Cause
vegan? Because
I was sure
I have indigestion real bad. I can't eat salads no more. So it's all about vegetables, right?
it's
And
the
it's
type of
crumbs.
vegetable, the type of vegetables you
Yeah,
eat.
so half of the vegetables I can't eat. So
But
I don't know what the heck I'll be eating, and I don't want this crumb stuff. And I did
what
go.
crumb stuff?
They talking about some crumb meat. What's the crumb meat
What they talking about? Like
for vegetarians?
like,
Crumbs or something?
like the plant based meat.
Yeah, crumbs.
They call it crumbs.
That's what that lady said.
I don't know nothing about no
Girl,
crumbs.
she said if she could put some turkey crumbs on it. I don't know what the crap.
What is she talking
Some
about?
vegan, some vegetarian stuff. I don't know. And then I don't like mushrooms, so they do a lot of stuff with
Look, you got
mushrooms
me
too, right?
googling. Huh?
They do a lot of stuff with mushrooms, right?
Who?
Vegans. I
It
don't
just
like
depends.
mushrooms.
It just depends on what you do.
Cause somebody told me they had like stuff. They do stuff mushrooms and stuff. I don't like mushrooms, so
But okay, so it's like this here. Sometimes certain mushrooms don't really have a lot of them don't really have flavor,
okay,
right?
uh-huh,
But they can take on the flavor of what you season them with.
mm-hmm,
So that's why they use a lot of mushrooms. Okay, we're gonna use this mushroom and it's gonna be this.
mm.
Now I want to try this carrot bacon. That's what I want to try to do.
Who?
Carrot bacon.
So it's carrots,
It's carrots,
but it's supposed to be bacon.
you flavor it like bacon. So
See, I ain't got time for that's playing with me.
Yeah.
That's called playing. I ain't got time to play. Yeah, I play too much.
I'm gonna try that though. I'm gonna try this out, and I'm gonna see how it go down. But they say it's gooder than a mug. So, have you had a vegan burger?
I had a veggie burger.
I told you we got to get together. We got to find time to get together. I'm gonna take you to the vegan spot.
I know
like.
because I want this ice cream you keep telling me about.
It's a cookies and cream.
Girl,
You like cookies and cream?
What today is?
Today is the 4th.
I can't go.
I
I
can't
just
go
can't.
either.
No, I'm talking about something else.
I know. That's why I'm just answering to.
Okay, because my friend,
Go get this vegan cookies and cream shake.
y'all just say a prayer for me. You hear?
I hear you. I hear you. See how
Because
she get quiet?
sometimes I don't be wanting to
Why
do
y'all
things.
bothering her while we on the air? First off, why is y'all bothering her? I know they gonna see it because they follow me too. Why is y'all bothering her while she on the air?
Oh Lord.
Tell both of them.
But yeah, so I'm thinking, I don't know. But other than that, so
You
how
like
did your New
fried
Year's
green?
go?
You like fried green tomatoes?
You know, I thought you was gonna say fried crickets. Now I know I said I want to do something different, but that is not it.
Have
No,
you had fried green tomatoes?
ain't that something hard? But you
Oh,
have
it's
to like.
good.
But don't you have to like tomatoes though, Nancy?
You don't like tomatoes?
Not like I used to like tomatoes, but not like that. They mushy now. They not good like they used to
Ooh,
be back in the days.
I'm gonna have to bring you some of these. So we're gonna have to go just to get the fried green tomatoes so you can taste
You
it.
see how my face is,
Yeah, I
because
see
they
how your
look
face.
disgusting.
But you like to try stuff too, cause I
But
know
I know I
you're a
like the
try
fried. I like the fried zucchini.
fried zucchini.
The zucchini, I like that. Yeah, that's good. That is
Have you
off
had
the chart.
eggplant?
Okay, so the only time I ever had eggplant was when ST grandmother made it. The way they make with them, she from Louisiana, so the way she make it is like a dirty rice. So I don't know how she put the eggplant into the form of
Uh-huh.
the dirty rice, but it was so good, and I never ever had
Well,
it
this was
again.
like this is fried.
Yeah, I never had eggplant fried because it got a lot of seeds, right?
It got a lot of seasoning.
It's ain't the seeds nasty.
If you get it fried up and cook right, it tastes good.
Okay, yeah. See, now I never had it fried up,
Cause if
so
you do the zucchini, I
uh
think
huh.
you'll do the eggplant.
I don't mind trying, long as it's something not nothing weird. Now I don't want to try nothing weird, but that's vegetables, so I need to
So you
venture
don't
out
want
on the
snake
vegetable
booty
stuff. Who,
stew?
who?
Snake booty stew.
I was watching some last night and they was eating snails, and I'm looking at them like.
That's escargot.
But then this man went picked out
I'm
this.
just lying about the snake booty stew.
I know you is, but it did that man. I'm looking at. Okay, so I don't know. I just find the weirdest, stupidest stuff to watch. So I'm watching. Who is this? Young Thug and what's that boy name? Okay, so they got this little series where they do adventurous things, like they in the desert. Young Thug was in the desert. I can't think of what his other baby was. Um, but they had went to some little swamp. The boy goes and pick I guess it's a clam out
Hmm.
of the water. Now, I, see, white boys try everything, and you got some black people probably try different things too. But this boy pulled a clam out the water. First of all, I never knew what the clam really looked like. The clam that people be eating when they put them bucket of clams in front of you. You know what I'm talking about? Them
Uh huh.
black things
Uh huh.
that half open. First of all, I don't know what
You
kind
talking
of
about oysters?
no clams.
Okay,
The
clams.
black clams.
Okay, the mussels.
Is that what it's called? Mussels?
The
They black.
yeah.
Okay. Well, when it's something that's in the sea, yeah. Okay. This boy picks this thing out the water now. He pulls off this long stretchy thing off the thing. It looked
Mm-hmm.
like a long big condom after he pulls it off. Then they say, I bet you what's the name? The artist, yeah. The
Mussels.
artist
Mm-hmm.
bet him that he wouldn't bite it for some money. The boy bit the thing.
Which one?
One of the little white boys.
This the one with the dingaling on it.
You saw that?
The one with the dingaling on it.
Yeah, but
They
it's
call them.
long. What
Yeah,
what is
it look
that?
like a dingaling.
Yes, it really does. Because when he pulled the
They
thing
call them.
out,
I ain't gonna say the
he
word,
pulled the
but
thing
I think
out,
they
but
call them.
it
Yeah.
looked like it looked like a condom, and he bit it raw. And then the other boy said, "I ain't gonna let you go out like that. I'm gonna bite it with you." Like I don't know. I this I understand that we eat things. I know they say you're supposed to just eat fruit and vegetables. We eat meat and all that kind of stuff. I get it. I know the chicken cracking around and rooster crocodile doing and the duck and all that. But I don't know about this raw stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about this raw stuff.
Cause
I
this is a
think we do
clam.
good because we cook things. And all this crookeds and eating worms and eating
That's a
yeah.
clam
Yeah, that's the clam, but it was a big one though.
with a big dingaling on it. I know
Yes.
what you're talking about. It's called.
That is disgusting. But why do people see? So that's my thing. So that right there turned me off from eating fish and everything else for a while because then my nerves will get bad because I, but that's why I say have some of these foods and stuff that I don't venture out cultures. I just
Cause the little Asian girl be eating it on TikTok all the time. She just bite that whole thing and eat it.
oh okay, yeah, that's what that boy did.
Uh huh. And
I'm
it's
like,
juicy because when you smack it, it's ski. Yeah,
yes,
it's skied out.
yes,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Uh-huh.
What the hell? See, I don't understand it. To each his own. Wherever you from, you got to eat what you eat. Wherever you was raised, whatever country, You eat what you eat. Just like they got this big old argument how people don't put sugar on their grits. To each his own. I love sugar on my grits. I'm sorry. Ain't no crime to it.
Geoduck. I knew it was a duck.
Yeah,
I
ain't
was
no
supposed to call
crime
it a
to it.
I was supposed to call it a mud duck, but it's a
That
geo.
that is that. That is what that boy
Yeah.
pulled out that
Yeah,
thing.
it's a geoduck.
That is
I knew it was a
disgusting.
duck. I just couldn't remember if it was, but it ain't a mud duck. It's a geoduck.
But he pulled it out of the water and came over there, pulled the little skin off, and just bit it. That looked nasty. I don't want it. It do look like a thing. I just can't, y'all. I'm sorry. I would.
It's a woman in this world that's had one of these and did the nasty with it.
Oh, see, that's disgusting. And I believe
I
you too.
mean,
I just
I know it's a woman that done did the nasty
they
with it.
sure have because if they're in the wilderness, they don't did
I
that
was
nasty.
flipping through some stuff and I saw a fish
Do you know that
sucking a wee wee? I seen a fish sucking a wee wee.
But do you know
But why
Young
the man?
Thug said that horses sperm can impregnate a female, a real female, a human.
I believe any sperm can impregnate. You didn't see that lady? It's a video of a lady. She was giving birth in the middle of the street. She in one of them third world countries, and the baby came out looking like a dog.
No, see, but
you know how these girls getting booted with dogs and stuff.
I don't know, man.
And horses and donkeys.
See,
I seen a dude tan. I seen a Spanish, and they didn't know they was up top recording, and he just tearing this donkey up, just tearing it up, getting it good. How you get all excited over a donkey or a horse or a pig? I seen a video where the little boy was in love with his chicken. He tearing the chicken ass up. He made love to his chicken. How did we get to this subject?
I don't even know, but I'm gonna stop eating. I'm gonna stop eating. That's what the hell I'm gonna do. Now, how about that? I'm going vegan today. Today, you can't.
But you gotta think about.
You can't get booty to. You can't get booty to some cabbage and some lettuce.
Okay, because we drink milk, right?
I don't drink that mess no more.
But are we supposed to be drinking cow's milk?
But what milk? What is the almond?
We're supposed to drink titty milk.
I think people make up stuff and put names on it.
Humans supposed to drink titty milk.
But where the almond milk come from? Nobody can answer me that.
From an almond, baby. I don't know.
An almond don't make no milk. It's a nut. Hell, it don't make no milk. People put names on boxes and they be like, "Oh, they got this new stuff
Where
you
they
tried."
Get olive oil from.
But see, that's why my stomach messed up now.
Where they get olive oil? So olives make oil, right?
Yeah, they lie. They just make up stuff.
An almond can make a nut, I guess.
Just like coconut can make a milk, huh? But when you crack it, it's water in it. It's disgusting. Coconut water is disgusting. You know what they doing,
right? You know why they calling it coconut milk?
They lying. Why they calling it?
Because they taking the coconut water and the coconut and they grinding it up real fine to make it a milk.
And that's why I taste so
now
nasty.
They adding something. This almonds, they adding something to make that milk.
And then they talking about vanilla flavor and banana flavor.
But I can understand how they make coconut milk. I can understand that.
I don't understand that one either. And then they trying to figure out why the almond milk thick. It's from some animal. We just don't know which one it came from.
Goat milk. They say goat milk is supposed to be better for us to digest. But why should we drink goat milk?
Because why do we should think anything somebody sucking on the titty for? I'm just.
Well, for one, the titty was made for nourishment, not enjoyment. Titties was made for nourishment,
but
not enjoyment.
Only at a certain age you shouldn't be want to.
But I'm saying, so like, you know how people get mad because they have 10-year-old. Some of these countries you have 10-year-old boys that still go to their mama.
Where's the nourishment at? Why the baby can't eat? Why the baby just can't eat? That's what I want to know.
I'm just saying we supposed to drink titty milk.
I understand, but after a certain amount of time, you ain't no more nourishment in your body. If we got diabetes, sugars, and high blood pressure, cholesterol.
And you know what all that's stemming from? Chemicals and
nasty girl. Did you just hear what I said?
I'm
why is we giving people titty milk if we got diabetes, sugar, high cholesterol? What's the nourishment in? Because you don't get. That's why people sick.
See,
that's why we sick.
You know what? We are sick behind all the stuff and the preservatives and the chemicals and everything they put in everything we.
You know, right?
Eat.
I'm gonna tell you why I know that's true. Because the other day, last week when we was in Dallas with my baby. she made breakfast, right? And she really laid it out there. She did a great job. So she had some strawberries and some grapes. I haven't ate grapes in years. I stopped eating grapes because when they start looking like plums, they gross me out. Because as a little girl, I never seen a grape as big as a plum. So I'm exaggerating, but the grapes too big.
Uh-huh.
More of the story.
Uh-huh.
So she had some grapes. They weren't big. They were small. They was like the black grapes, right?
Uh-huh.
Why the grapes taste like the pesticides?
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm sitting. I say, "Did you wash these grapes?" She said, "Yeah, Mama, I washed them." I said, "You sure?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "They taste weird. The outside tastes nasty." So I went back and washed them, thinking maybe was lying to me.
Uh-huh.
I went back and washed the grape. Now, hey, woman, I say this grape tastes like asbestos.
Uh-huh.
I say, "You want me to throw them away?" She say, "No, I don't throw them away. I'm eat them." I ain't ate them. She
Uh-huh.
want to eat them. She pregnant right now. So the moral of the story is, I just told you that grape tastes like asbestos. I know my taste buds ain't out.
Right.
And so she pregnant. So she said she was gonna eat the grapes because she don't want to waste food. Baby, please. I More of the story is I believe
You
what you're
would have,
saying.
yeah, because they
Yeah, they overdoing like okay, like they used to say brown rice and white rice is good for you and stuff like that. I got
the
sick
only way
eating
you're
brown
gonna
rice
get
the other day.
pure organic.
But who is to say that
If
it's
you get,
organic though?
I'm saying the only way you're gonna get pure organic.
You gotta go to Whole Foods.
No, you gotta grow it yourself.
Yeah, that's
You gotta
true.
have your own cows. You gotta have your own goat. If you want to eat goat meat, you raise up your own cow to make your, and then take that food, get that food cut up, and cook.
Okay, so question, nerd. What does the cow eat? Hey,
Cows don't eat. They feed them. But this is again
uh-huh.
because cows eat. They probably give them a feed, which is
Mm-mm.
a mix of different stuff, and then mainly if we want to go back to the olden days, back in the
Mm-hmm.
day, they just ate grass.
Okay.
They are vegetarians,
Okay, so they ate
basically,
grass.
right?
So that means
See
the
how big you
farmers.
can get just eating grass. I'm just saying, if y'all want to be vegetarian, vegan, think y'all gonna lose weight being that you ain't, cause
Because the cow ate the grass.
yeah, I'm just
The
proving the
horses
point.
ate the grass. No, they eat the hay, but
Uh-huh.
it's still a form of grass.
Yeah.
It's just burnt from the sun.
I'm just saying,
So,
because people be, oh, I'm gonna go vegetarian to lose weight. Baby, don't get your hopes up on that. That's all I'm saying. Because you don't necessarily go. I just changed my eating habits. I just stopped eating certain things. That was just something I did for me. It wasn't to lose weight. When you mentally, everything is mental in this world. When you mentally prepare yourself to lose weight, you start losing weight. That's just how it works. When you say mentally prepare yourself to go to school, you go to school.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. That's what
But
I'm
yeah,
thinking.
so that's why I said I'm gonna go out here to the country and start my pawpaw garden back up.
Yeah.
Cause he
But
used to plant us greens. We used to go get our greens from him.
what did the old people put in their gardens though? Just water and what
Water.
seeds?
Yeah, they didn't spray all that pest. They sprayed
But
that
you
stuff.
but they say you have to spray stuff on there because the insects and the ants and the stuff are teared
They
up.
probably did a vinegar water or something.
They probably did because
It
one
wasn't
thing about
nothing.
black people, they come up with a remedy
It
for
wasn't nothing.
everything.
It wasn't nothing. That was gonna kill you.
I'ma call my mama because my mama love being in the
Mama
out there in the
make me a
garden.
dressing.
And I'ma ask
Listen
her.
at me.
Tell
Mama
mama to
make
make me
me
a dressing. And I'ma ask her, Mama, what they used to put in the gardens back in the
I'm gonna make me
days.
some.
And ask your
Thursday.
grandma. You can ask somebody that's old still what they used to put in their garden to make the ants
My
and
mama,
stuff stay away.
I don't think my mama is the only grandma I got left.
Okay.
My granny passed.
See, I ain't
in
got
2020.
nobody neither.
Who? Cause Papa had to, and Papa passed.
Yeah, I don't know nobody that I can ask neither. Maybe we can Google it, Nasty. Because they're gonna tell us some spray this, spray that.
I'm gonna find something out.
But I know, I'm just safe to say that all this milk, ain't none of the milk said with my stomach. Pure plum black. I don't care if it's almond, coconut, vitamin D. None of that working for me.
The lactose don't work no more?
None of that. I can't do none of that stuff.
Well, you owe what? O
I'm
negative.
I'm O negative.
Me and you O negative. We not
Uh-huh.
supposed to be able to digest dairy like that.
Oh, really? It's because it's showing, it's coming the truth. Because I can't deal with none of that stuff no more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so needless to say, we need to start another clinic this year.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we got to, Nancy girl, because our other clinic got shut down last year because we didn't do the FDABC
Why you looking
approval
for me?
stuff. So I think we need to start a health clinic for people to come. We're gonna have the little garden in the back.
See, this
Okay,
thing done rebooted and everything again by itself.
really. We're gonna have the garden in the back,
Uh-huh.
and then we're gonna have the education classes in the front.
Okay.
And then
Who gonna teach class?
we'll make ST teach the class because he like to talk.
I'm
So
gonna
we'll
do
make him
sex
teach.
education.
No, we trying to help.
Nasty girl style.
We trying to help them with their knowledge on how to grow their own
Yeah, we're
gardens.
gonna do that, but then we're gonna have sex education class too.
Okay, well you can do that class. We're gonna get Miss T-Von to do a class too. We're gonna get her to do some type of class. In it because
Business 101.
okay, she can do that, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna open up this clinic. It's gonna be called a clinic because you're gonna come get knowledge.
The
And
clinic
we're
of
gonna teach you.
knowledge.
Yeah, because when you get a certain
Well, we gotta
age,
do our walk of fame too, because we still ain't did our walk of fame
yeah, we show having.
on Skype.
Yeah, we show having, but we need to get this clinic running up and running.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we can start with doing a TV show, a podcast, or we could go on Instagram. All of us and do like a little thing, and while we get a couple of minutes to talk,
Uh-huh.
so we can educate the people on how to eat right to lose weight. And then when you get a certain age, certain things you got to do process of elimination. I think when you hit them
Like in my sex education class, can I bring like a specimen in and like a girl that teach how to suck wee the right way and
well that's gonna have to be after 12 o'clock because and
after 12.
you gonna have your own channel because we trying to do.
No, I'm just gonna be in the class.
It's gonna be the class.
It can't be no wonders or no nothing. That we gotta have shut door sessions.
Okay, so that's gonna be midnight.
We only gonna have that every other week shut door session.
Okay, well that's gonna be midnight. So whatever y'all do at the midnight, once 12 o'clock
and
hit,
then we have somebody come in and tell them how to eat coochie the right way.
well, yeah, you could do that.
Every coochie is different though, y'all.
Yeah, that I heard, and that's what I've been hearing. Because I didn't believe it.
Yeah,
I didn't believe that every coochie was different.
Every coochie is different.
But I wonder why.
Because what you like done to your coochie.
No, I ain't talking about it.
I may not
different
like
shapes
done.
and forms. Just like, okay, you got different hair shape, face shape. You got the pear shape, you got the oval shape.
Oh yeah, because some of them got the lips
round
hanging
shape
out and stuff.
Yeah, so some got the saggy, some got the firm,
Mine
some got
still
the
look
puff,
like a little girl.
the puffiness.
Mine still look like a little girl coochie.
Little girl, some got the puffiness too.
Like when they look at mine, they think I'm 12 years old.
Some look like they got something sitting right there in the front. I don't know.
Some of them have that woe-eyed coochie. Them old hanging no giblet look like turkey neck coochie.
Some got the duck lips. So yeah, you might need to do a midnight.
Yo, giblet gravy coochie. Oh, wolf. Because you want to pull your drawers down. And it's
this
just
girl say she got a Brazilian wax. Well, why was she burning? I think the wax was too hot.
She said she burnt.
She was on fire. They was pouring water on her stuff. She had got a Brazilian wax. It's because the hair was coming back. I
seen them pouring something on some girl one day. She was up against the wall.
Yeah, they said she had got a Brazilian wax. Is that because she was burning?
She had got a Brazilian wax? Or did she use like some Nair or something?
I don't know.
Some kind of chemical. Now I can see like a chemical burn.
Well, ain't the wax is like a chemical and it's hot and they put it
I
on
ain't
there.
never had no Brazilian.
So then you got burnt lips. So with that wax, they burning your lips.
That means you probably had they probably had infection and they had infection.
So somebody tell me these Brazilian wax people, is y'all lips getting burnt? That's with this wax. How they know how to keep the wax cool?
It gotta be like a lukewarm when it go on.
I know, but they pulling hair. What if they pull some meat or some skin off with the wax?
They do pull a little meat
because you wouldn't know if you got if your stuff is sagging and saggy
I
and
know, cause I'm on blood thinners, baby. That mean I'm gonna bleed.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm
So
gonna be
what I
bleeding.
wanted somebody that's getting these Brazilians need to explain to me that somebody need to do a class on Brazilian waxes. Is the wax hot? Number one.
It
Number
gotta
two,
be
when
hot.
they pull the hairs off, is they pulling the skin off if you sagging, or do you have to have firm cooches to get this firm plush lips to get this
I got fat rat.
Brazilian? So,
I know your hair gotta be. I know your hair gotta be a certain length.
okay, that's what I say. Do you have to pre-shave?
No, you gotta have a certain length of hair. So if it's too short, they not supposed to wax you.
Oh, it had to be long,
Yeah, you gotta have
and
like a
they
little
yanking that. Oh hell to no!
You gotta have a little light bush down there
Oh
for
no!
them to do what they gotta
So
do to
it's
it.
safe to say that people that's getting Brazilians like pain,
I
and hot stuff on their stuff.
I enjoy pain.
What does
I'm
it
gonna just
say?
put my business out there. I
Hot,
enjoy
hot
pain,
stuff.
and you know, I don't like it. I don't mind a little warmth
So okay, so
involved.
it's the same wax that they wax your eyebrows with.
It's the same wax they
Is
put.
they wax your coochie with?
Uh-huh.
That hurt me.
You know
Oh
they
hell
recycle.
no!
You know they recycle it too.
And that's what I'm saying. So they recycle the wax, reheat it, and put it on the next coochie. Y'all.
Yeah, they recycle.
And then what if they talking about they getting the butt done too, right? They
Oh,
wax.
your booty.
What
hole.
if some wax getting your hole and you trying to go to the restroom and it's stuck?
This, I wish I wish y'all could see this food over here. But yeah,
See, I can't. I don't want to do none of this stuff. This
yeah,
see,
yeah.
this too much modern technology for me. Just
Yeah,
get the
so-
razor. Okay,
I just do my own.
just go get you some Andes, some brand new ones, and
Just the
do
ones
go
you
get
use.
Andes. I ain't got time to play with all this bull crap, all this waxing and hot stuff down there on my stuff.
And this is a good razor or something.
No, Andes is some good edges. You know the Andes, the gray, the T line. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
So
them's
you
a good one.
put them down. Them hurt a little bit.
No, that mean they dirt. That's just for you. Only get them for your stuff. Them ain't gonna hurt if they brand new.
And you go down there with it and just
But you don't go low because you're gonna be itching. You just make it pretty.
Now I need mine baby ass smooth.
Well, now see, then you're gonna get some ingrown hair.
Well,
If you use the razor, the edges, you're gonna get some ingrown
I'm
hair.
not gonna use no edges down there.
But everybody probably can't do that because even if a man, you know how men shave their beards, right? It don't matter if you go all the way off. Every man, when the hair go back, you're gonna get some type of ingrown hair.
Uh-huh.
It depends on if your hair come out real thick.
Uh-huh.
So if your hair come out real thick on your face, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have ingrown hair. It don't matter if you smooth,
So
have
you have
clean
ingrown.
razors.
So
I
these
have
girls
ingrown
be
hair.
so them girls be having ingrown pussy hair.
Yeah. Like when you see a little bump, that mean they got ingrown hair. And it's nothing you can do about it. It's just your
You
hair.
can pull it out.
Yeah, that's why you see people
gotta
say
find-
get that tweeze. You know when you go get your facials and stuff, and they be taking the tweezers and getting
It's
it.
a lady be showing when she be pulling the ingrown.
Yeah, you have because it don't have nothing to do. It's just your skin is
and they
thick.
say them women be coming.
I mean, your hair is
there.
thick. Yeah, your hair is thick, so it's growing.
I mean, they come
in your
with
skin.
sticky booty and sticky coochie to get their Brazilian.
Yeah, they say they stink. Some of them stink.
They have
But why
boo-boo.
they don't wash themselves? See, that's disgusting. That's
just
just
do-
like you got the gynecologists do the gynecologists, and you got these Brazilians give y'all shout out. Somebody give y'all awards and plaques.
Okay. Y'all let me know who get these Brazilians. If y'all enjoy, cause I'm scared. I'm a skeet. I'm a be a bust one.
No, it's
I'ma
just
be a
hot.
bust
I'm
one,
just
'cause I
scared y'all
know-
gonna burn me.
I heard they go down the middle and everything.
Girl,
And I
I
need you to
wax my
Get
own.
my booty, my cootie, my everything. Just wax me.
Baby, they
I want
waxed
it
my eyebrows and I bruised up and got burned. That's just the eyebrow. So I dang near ain't finna
So
let you
did
put
it
no high
burn?
wax. Yeah, it left a burn mark on my
But
eyebrow.
how long did it burn? So just imagine
So
that on
basically
your
you put-
coochie part.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I ain't
probably
finna do
why
that.
she was feeling like that.
That's why I think she was burning. Yeah, because she got burned. Like people got sensitive skin. So I need to know if they got sensitive waxes. Because I know it was one wax that they had told us they wanted us to start using what the shop I had worked at.
Mhm.
it was like some beads, right? So basically, you melt the beads and you rub the beads. It's real sticky. You just rub it. You don't need the paper to tear it off or nothing. You really rub the beeswax on there, and then you just roll it off with your hand. You just roll it off, and then it just pulled the hair out. When I tell you that mess hurt it, oh my goodness! Because you know, anytime I had to use wax to wax eyebrows, I always tried the product on me first because I want to know.
So you wax eyebrows?
Yeah, I know how to wax eyebrows.
Oh, I might have to go and get shaped up, Rich.
But I need to buy I need to buy a thing. I haven't put it in this shop.
Oh, okay.
But when I was at the other shop, yeah, I learned how to wax and everything. But and then one of my clients, she loved the way I used to wax her eyebrows. So I guess I did. I had a couple of clients. They liked the way I waxed. I was nervous as hell, but shaking like a leaf. But I was doing it. But that
what kind of leaf?
You know how the leaf blow in the wind?
I mean, but what kind? Maple leaf?
No, the leaf that you had in the front of the
in the bush,
the projects. Remember every apartment had them green trees.
You know they thought we.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was bougie. I forgot. Well, in the apartment complex tree. That's how the leaf. That little green leaf. But anyway, but that wax did hurt. I don't know why they changed our wax. But at the end, because they said it was less messy, that's why they changed it. Okay. But I didn't like it because it came on thick, and then when you roll it off, because you literally didn't want to yank it. Once it pulled the hair off, it did real smooth and good, but it hurt it. I was like, oh, heck no. But I feel like if you got sensitive skin, we Brazilian people out there, we need to know if they got different types of wax for different places on your body. That's what I need to know for 2020. The plans is to go get something. Or I'm gonna have to get some electric stuff. What's that electric thing where they put the electric and the hair, they
burn your hair
off, don't come back? I'm scared to do that too because I seen a lady look like a zebra.
It probably burn your coochie if you do it on your
But you see that lady had get her face, and then when she did the laser or whatever it was,
and then when you lose
it
weight,
burnt her face.
Like your fat coochie meat, like your fupa do it, you have like coochie sagginess down there when you lose weight.
When you do, yeah, when you lose weight, your coochie lose weight, your boobies sag.
So what do you do? Because you know how you wrap your stomach to try to keep it tight. What can you put on your coochie
to keep it tight?
Yeah,
we might need to invent that, nasty girl. We always coming up with inventions, and every time we come up with some inventions, people take the idea.
You know when people lose all that and they had a skin sagging?
They had a skin sagging.
Is your coochie meat sagging down there?
I just thought about it. You know that thing. You know what we could do. You know that thing that when you get ready to have a baby.
Ace bandage.
No, you know that thing where you get ready to have a baby, right? And they say you want to mold your stomach. Well, we could get a mold of our coochie print, and when they come and get theirs, we can send it off to the factory and tell we want the coochie print mold, and we'll send it to China. And it'll be our coochie print. You put the nasty girl at the top, and I'm gonna just put DJ Shay in mine. And then so people know it's our coochie print, and then we're gonna have it manufactured through China.
And then we're gonna
put them, and we're gonna put it on the shelf. So at nighttime, you sleep with it on. You sleep with the coochie rejuvenation thing on, basically. So what it do is gonna firm your coochie, because you say you got a perfect one.
I'm saying, but I got I'm a fat girl, so I got that fat meat on the outside.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You say you're
when you looking at the coochie,
yeah,
it look like a little girl coochie.
That's what I'm saying. So yours is perfect. So we gonna get yours.
I don't think nothing perfect in this world.
No, but you say yours perfect. Next girl, we're gonna get yours framed and send it to China, and then we're gonna put it on the shelf.
You think it's gonna be little men trying to buy my coochie print and skeeting on my coochie print?
Well, no, this is for the ladies.
That sounds like good money. Where we
gonna put it?
Well, that sounds like good money.
I know, but where we gonna sell it at? Where we gonna put it? What stores?
I'm gonna sell my coochie print to whoever need they.
Yeah, just because it's gonna help firm you. So everybody that's sagging, nasty girl, because I'm taking mine back off the market because I'm sagging already. So I might need a little. No, wait a minute.
Because I want mine to stay cute.
I know. So that's why we're going to get this print and then we're going to put it. But what we going to sell it? Because the dollar store don't went up. They're $1.35. So do you want yours? $1.35? Yeah, it ain't $1.25. No, it's $1.35 with tax because the boy explained it to me because the lady was complaining.
I'm going to sell mine online. I'm going to make me an Etsy.
Okay, yeah, make you an Etsy and put it on Amazon first. And then that's how we're going to know if it's gonna be a hot seller. But I think it's gonna sell. So how much you gonna sell it for? $29.99?
Nah, my coochie more expensive than that because
But you got to we got to get it for
it's
the poor
grown.
people.
It's grown and
Okay, well we'll do mine for the poor people. Because that means you gonna have a little firm little sag.
I mean, because they selling the rose. They selling the rose for $60.
Okay, well you can sell your how I'm gonna sell mine cheap. I'm gonna help the people.
You could be $24.99
Okay.
and I'll be $59.99.
Okay. So that way, so we're gonna sell it. So this gonna be the coochie prints for so that way y'all won't have to go get these rejuvenation and put these eggs in the. You know, seen they put the little egg in the stuff in Atlanta. They got the little thing where you put the little egg up your stuff for your Kegels.
You know that's
See, we ain't gonna have to do
none
none
of
that.
Look, let me tell. We are not supposed to be sticking all this stuff in our coochie.
That's why we gonna make the prints to help
and
them.
then they got this little pot you sit on.
Yeah,
we steam your coochie.
Yeah, we not.
Stuff.
No, we ain't steaming nothing. Steam sags. Steam sags. Do you know
Well,
steam sags?
And then I heard you can't piss on the pot, baby. I'll be piss that pot out.
Yeah, that thing could be pissing watery. But what I'm saying is, we go.
Let's go sit on the pot and see what happens.
I ain't sitting on the pot.
Cause I'm gonna be a pissed and shitting and everything in the pot. Baby, this got my stomach bubbling. I got it. You want me to shit this pot or you want me to go?
That would be a real detox for some of us.
And they got different ones because they got ones that keep you, they're supposed to make you juicier. They got one that's supposed to tighten you up. They got one, I don't need none of it.
See, we're going to get kicked. See, this is why every year I think we come up with something. This is, we're going to get kicked off. Eventually, K9 going to be like, I just can't.
K9 go kick us off?
Yeah, he going to get, because we can't.
K9 go kick us off.
But what we doing is we helping the world.
We're helping the coochies.
With the coochies. We helping them because when you get certain age, stuff start happening. So,
but you know, it's some people that don't even wash their coochie.
I know. See, that's why I'm saying. And then we got to come up with some type of gel.
And one lady said she got green stuff coming out her coochie.
Well, she nasty.
She take one bath a year in January. So she probably taking a bath.
Well, this a year. This
her
year. She better get it in. So we really need to ship it to her. But we can come up with a gel too. So while you sleep at night, the gel is fermenting everything too. It's gonna be like a paste. We don't want it
to ferment.
You don't want it to ferment?
No, ferment is bad.
Okay, well now we don't want to.
Because that's like souring.
Okay.
When you ferment something, you souring something.
Okay, well we don't want it to ferment.
Because they already smelling like
But I was gonna have flavors. Cause last year we came up with the Bud Wipes, and the men came up with the remember we had the Bud Wipes.
They need some nut wipes. We need to come up with some nut wipes too.
Yeah, every time we say something.
Because y'all want to be meeting up with us at the motel and your balls be musty, and y'all want us to go down there smelling on y'all dinglings and stuff.
Maybe we can make some fruity nut wipes.
Y'all need some nut wipes.
Yeah, we got what flavors we come up with?
They need a fruit
watermelon,
punch, a fruit punch, a mango. You gotta have a mango.
You gotta have an orange and a grape.
An orange grape and maybe a kiwi.
A kiwi. You always have to throw kiwi.
Some people key lime.
Lime.
Because people like key lime.
Like little sour, little tortoise.
Yeah.
So we can come out there for the nuts. So, because we had the Bud Wipes last year because we said the Bud Wipes was too small.
Y'all want our coochie shave, but y'all don't shave y'all stuff down there, and then want somebody to be choking on half. Want your stuff gobbled up on, and y'all ain't got y'all stuff together.
Yeah, so we got nut wipes and we got the coochie print for the women so they can rejuvenate their stuff back to firmness. So y'all won't have to go have all these stuff shot and drilled down there. It is time to go.
It's time to go.
But we're gonna see y'all next too, because this got to be continued because we got to get all this stuff patented. Because we already had our wives taken away from us up under our nose. They was on Shark Tank, them guys. Called a DOU because we don't
get them no publicity.
I know, we showing but they was on Shark Tank, and I seen it in the store the other day, and it just hurt my little heart because we were saying that I think wipes are too small. You gotta take 3 or 4 wipes, flushable wipes, just to wipe your butt, and we came up with the whole shenanigans with a full one that overlaps your hand 2 times, and these men don't came out with it. We need help. If we need some investors for that, people look for investors for the music business stuff. Me and Nasty Girls need investors for the butt wipes. We need investors for the nut wipes. We need investors for this coochie cup. This we got to send to China to help the women. And then we're going to come out with our own wax that don't hurt. Yeah. But it's going to remove the hair, but it don't hurt. And then we got the potions for your skin and stuff. So we got like at least 5 things that you can invest your money in on us.
Yes.
And we're gonna be millionaires, trillionaires.
All right.
So y'all have a fantabulous day out there in the world.
We'll see y'all next time.
And we'll see y'all deuces. Peace.
Deuces.